And we've got a couple different ways to do that. Now, in our standard delay, I think we actually have, yeah, so I'm going to go, I don't know what this preset sounds like. This is 150 milliseconds. You'll hear what this sounds like. Yeah, see, that's too long, right? So ultimately what I would want to do is make this around 57. Now, we're in mono, so you're not going to hear it anyway. But going like this, like that, is going to thicken the vocal, and it's also going to actually make the pitch sound better. It just is. Without auto-tuning, without, you know, Katy Perry, without any of that. I love Katy Perry, but, you know, no I don't. But anyway, actually I kind of do. It's going to give you a really nice sound, right? Now, on top of that, and again, as I say, it varies. So that 57 was a little bit short. I said around 75. And you got to time it, right? You have to listen. It has to go. Da, da, da. This is the tempo. Da, da, da. If this were the tempo. Da, 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 da. And if you can't count in time, well, sorry, dude. You know. Right? So you got to be able to time it out. But you time it just as I sang it to you. It's going to thicken the vocal. It's going to make it sound better. Now, on top of that, what you want to do is then add a longer delay. And this is the other technique. You actually add a repeating delay, an echoey delay. Now, this one can happen in a number of durations. Now, I don't want to get all musically technical because we only got 8 minutes and I got to show you Premiere. But let's go into our analog delay here. This is one of my favorite effects in Audition. It's got a horrible UI, quite frankly, but it sounds amazing, and it really mimics analog style delays. The tape and tube ones are okay, but the analog one actually sounds more like, if you guys remember Echoplex from back in the day. Jimi Hendrix used an Echoplex. They used Echoplexes all the way into the 70s and 80s. Really just old school, cool sounding delay. What you want to do here is you want a nice, long, repetitive delay, which you can either do in quarter notes. So like we had a brush and brush and brush and brush and brush and brush and brush. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, brush and brush and brush and brush and pirate, 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 blah 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 blah. See what I mean? Okay. Now actually that would be eighth notes, but so you can either have it in quarter, eighth, or 16th notes, right? Depending upon what durations you. Now 16th is going to be a little too much. It's going to get too busy, so you don't want to go beyond an eighth note there. Okay. So. But you have to listen for it. Now, some delays, some of your third-party plugins actually let you tap it in. So they'll give you, like, or you can say what the BPM is, and then it's much easier to figure out. The analog delay, you kind of have to listen. Okay. So it's going to be around 360 milliseconds. So that's where our quarter note is. Da, da, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's going to be too echoey. So what you actually want to do, watch this. We're going to actually do what they did in reggae, which is you're actually going to use sort of what's called the dotted eighth note. All right. So if you have this, I know it's getting very musical, but I'm telling you how to mix vocals. Huge, right? So you actually want it to be actually counting in dotted eighths. Okay? Does that make any sense to anybody in the room? Could you understand what I was kind of singing to you? Where else did they use this and make this very famous? Or you can have Bollywood. Bollywood music always used a dotted eighth note or dotted quarter note delay over top of a slapback delay. Don't believe me? Go listen to any Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle, or Kishore Kumar. You will hear this. They still do it today. Why? Because it rocks. Alright? Alright, we got 5 minutes. So that was very technical. I hope you enjoyed that. If you didn't, I'm sorry. But that's how you mix vocals. Quite simple. Spread delay, reverb, time